Good morning, fellow Ambazonians. Today na Tuesday, number 18 day for this month for June 2024. My name na Capo Daniel, una own countryman, sense past king, Lukong. Una welcome to another episode of our daily podcast, a program where they bring una the truth, they bring una meaningful information, fact-based analysis for help we as we work out for this journey to our freedom, to the independence of Ambazonian. Our good people at home and abroad, our refugees, IDPs, and political prisoners, I bring una all liberation greetings. We go start today from communication where it come from feedback from yesterday podcast. Two of our people they don't call me when a high caliber people then where they come up for Bakundu, one for Boya, one set up on the ground for the village of Bakundu regarding the reports in World War concerning General Blackbat. As General Blackbat they be carry body can display and for Bisek Junction there for Kumba. We'll talk about the population where it gather for around high be unusually very high. And we'll talk about the good things they will know and for General Blackback, as he be done hele for back up for Insandian. Now one of the camp then that way, he done host plenty other Ambazonian general then Bukana Pekin way he done stay for the area for Bakundu. Now the people then that one know him, say they make a meetings that they happen for Bakundu, for receive other soldiers then for also for facilitate transportation. So the two part the way they don't contact me, we don't verify now very big people then for inside these villages and for the. The first one, he first sent me a message, text message. I go read the message for our people them. He talk say, Capo Daniel, I'm very disappointed with your podcast for yesterday. You did talk, you don't understand why sometimes people are jubilating when some of these our young men they die. We have been supporting this group for a very long time in the beginning of this struggle. But you should ask yourself that why is it that when General Tiger, General Transporter, and Captain Small Pikin, when they died, the population were mourning. People actually did not go to farm to mourn these fighters. Ask yourself, why is it that people are jubilating when some of the fighters are being killed today? We are not blacklegs, I can assure you. The case for Bakundu include the seizure of land and the interference in traditional titles that was unacceptable. The man he go on for explain. He talks to General Blackback was involved in atrocities that the people in Beme, Mushi, Kendem, Nkekpoti, Bokwa, all assembled in Kumba to make a meeting to decide to bring him down. It was not an issue of La Republique, it was the people who decided to bring him down. At one time, he also received the ADF from Kugwe. When they ran away from Kugwe, they came to the village and we reported to you that they were demanding 500,000 from the traditional council and 6 million from the entire villages. Women were raped. How do you think that people will not be happy when he is killed? One other pa also called me and he also explained in the village. We gave video call. I also talk for people the way they around me and the information can be very verified. So we know saying General Blackbat, he be the work for Meme and Dian. We need for always consider all information the way they come. From the main thing where I hear from our people them, when at some of the things they will be known like Romo, we would already substantiate and say General Blackback will be involved for the two-way killing. Yes, now true say be the seize farm them, but we not say soldier and the way they don't seize farm them. Population over we can rise for them, especially cocoa farm them. But the thing where you will know from the discussion we'll get and where the people the one make will already know. Now say this our Ambazonian general, he key two top traditional ruler them, where then they sub chief them, when a big chinda them for inside Komene. One of their name na Teodo Ombeng Mukete, another one na Obi Christopher Leonga. These two cheer them, where then they sub chief them, he be key them because they oppose the action them, take over traditional council for the Komene Bakundu. He end up can replace the chief way for the way that run go for inside Kumba the chief dey stay now between Kumba and Boya. Another sub-chief where he catch the chief goat and bush end up kill the chief where they call na Chief Ebenezer. He kill the chief, replace the chief with his own appointed person. Now, one of the reasons this way, all the villager them, all the small village them around them gather, them plan have a direct La Republic, me them go kill. So now the things that will happen for General Black Bat and make we understand, as Sudan they always tell our people, they say time go come where any Ambazonian fighter will be held account by his own community. Make we not feel say people they need to see the things the way they go on, they need to feel the pain them. We don't see the example for General Ekojian, where our own people then are refugee them for Nigeria, then catch hand and for La Republic, for Nigerian military then hand for Cameroon government, then can execute burial. No one lawyer, ever stand for talk. So if the people them, the lawyer, the civil society, the international community, International Red Cross, they decide for she don't quiet in such blatant violation of human right. Even our own people, then journalists, then she don't quiet. Then when I imagine how the international community is, so when they will talk about the rule of law, what type of rule of law again? If you believe, say, our own people them, the fish don't quiet, our lawyer, the fish don't quiet, allow me such blatant violation of human right that they happen before we. Now for tell when I say, person where you know about open the eye for see which way it happen, that means say that person na either decide for be blind. Either not because the person he like some particular leader or he belong to a group, they need to fight again now because they believe say they fit get any solution. Because no blind man no different Ambazonian way need to see things the way they happen. Which we could focus on the topic for today. We will need for present for now the PPP, the peace plan paper. But I go read which way one of our senior advisor it sent off my table today. It just come as I did prepare for this podcast for today. And this is what he writes. As long as La République du Cameroon can access our resources at a low cost, it has no incentive to end the war. La République can justify selling resources from Southern Cameroon, but spending no money in infrastructure or development there and blame it on the war. Morocco has been doing the same thing in West Sahara for 40 years. He further writes, it is cheaper to wage a low-cost war on a region than to invest in its economy and its people. If Cameroon can keep the war going at an acceptable cost, which has been the case from 2020, it can keep the war at a profitable exploitation for another 40 years. La République du Cameroon will help us burn our own asset, destroy our economy, subject our people to fear and insecurity to keep us in a fearful state and of the war and of state of mind of the war to benefit Mr. Pobia. However, this is a silver lining. Cameroon cannot put out the fire in Southern Cameroon. It can only contain it. Southern Cameroon independent fighters cannot kill La République, nor can they permanently paralyze La République. Though the fighters can temporarily paralyze the economy of Cameroon, as in 2018 and 19 where we succeeded, Cameroon is aware of this fact. This is the only incentive La République du Cameroon have to join us in dialogue. So this part, I think it be self-explanatory, but wait I go explain for our people them. Now say, La République is destroying our country, and they do so with legitimacy where they be given them by desperate Ambazonian the way they want relevance, where they no get capacity for investigate which way it happen. They don't get dignity, they don't get standard, they don't love our people. These are just scavengers. Yesterday, we get 2 attacks where that happened for inside my 15, between my 15 and my 16 day for inside Boya. Wait till that happen, I say, Ayabacho, he don't jump for Facebook. He go claim the attacks in Ambazonian and they carry the attack. He even talks in at the mountain lie on them, then carry the attack. We know place where General Sagat is. We know place where all their commander then they. When they remove gun for go carry attack, we always get the intelligence. We go always know because we be in touch with our forces them for ground zero. When I be say Moja and a group of kidnappers them, they be carry out attack for inside Fako. For sure, La République say the war is still go on inside Fako, even though they try for pretend say things are coming back to normal. But their intention, we all know, no be say they want to make things and come back for normal. Now say they want for sell something for poor beer. At the same time, they want for continue for the milk that machine for the get the money them. No be just only moja. Now a network where it don't take over the struggle, it don't take over the propaganda for the Cameroon military as well, where they work with condemned titles. They be carry out an operation where they kill people them for boya, shoot people them for road, say they disobey ghost town. Some of the dead person, including family member for Musonge, Peter Mafani Musonge. We will then tell when I said that attack was not carried out by the mountain lions. No mountain lions unit were not involved or have taken ownership. The only person that attributed that attack to the mountain lions were the Ayabacho without any evidence. Today, it does still come out for talk say the attack will happen for Eastern Fako, so we don't take over Fako. Congratulations to the mountain lions, without thinking what is actually going on. We hear now the details for the attack will take place for Inside Fako. The attack it don't continue. The first one, now a married couple, where they make marriage for Bamenda for Musang. You nobody even stay. Then go for Yaoundé. They then go come back. They open fire for their moto, killing the man where he just the groom where he just married in behind a widow. We then just get confirmation. So one of the other person will be inside the motor to then die, it then succumb for death, making 2 dead from the attack. Another attack also happened just yesterday. If that my 16, say one person where he come up for go cry die for a papa die for inside Fako, he come up for go cry die, he want go back for Douala for place where he stay the work. They fight at them for they see open fire, kill the man. We know say the one no be mountain lions them. They go can't stand for road, they shoot people, then they kill people then like this. We know say that the Cameroon, their network of the Konda titles, this fake DDR boy, then they carry out this atrocity. Why they go to succeed? Because you get people them from Ambazonian where they want relevant. They go can't claim attack, even the one way La Republic they carry them. So long as their own na say, war na say people must die, war na say people must shoot gun, they no care. They no care. Why Ayabacho go to take responsibility? The same attack where they carry them for inside Nkambe. It take a responsibility, celebrate them with this refugee way they for Ghana, they call him Nam Engia. Such people who do not care about the loss of human life, who just want killing for killing's sake. They don't care about the end result. They don't actually care whether the fighting will succeed or not. Whatever it will lead, these are just bloodthirsty people who are dirty, evil, wicked people that our people are cursed with. You get a leadership responsibility for anything you endorse, anything you take responsibility, because you give the probability for that same thing to be replicated. You show the world and your people that this type of action are acceptable, and you facilitate such action in the future. So we don't get 3 people killed in suspicious manner by this false flag attack in Fako. Ayabacho have given them credit. The fighting, the whole war have seen it now that these actions were actually carried out by our forces without any evidence, without even touching base to the soldiers to find out was this action carried out by mountain lions or not. And that is what it has become. So fellow Ambazonians, that is the state of our liberation struggle. The struggle have been derailed. We have not been defeated by La République du Cameroun. We have been defeated by those amongst us who are radicals, who are extremists, those who are bloodthirsty, people who don't care about our people who have lent themselves to the enemy to use them to burn down our own villages, kill our own people, and do to our people exactly what they want them to suffer for rising up and daring the regime of Yaoundé. So, fellow Ambazonians, we will go back for our main focus when at the peace plan paper. And I go on for give una the backdrop as we read the peace plan paper. The strategy for Ambazonia for fight this war, we will get several strategies we will then put on for ground. Number 1, it will be say we go make the territory ungovernable. Make a La Republic then lost the concern, because the whole theory will be say an occupation, colonization, or control, it will be predicated by government getting consent from the people. Our hope will be say if we make our territory ungovernable, we delegitimize the La Republic, their parliamentarian them, and their presence for their rights to govern, their legitimacy. It go force the international community to talk for Cameroon, say you don't have any governability. You don't have any rights to govern this territory. It is ungovernable. And so we will raise the question of credibility for the international community. That land will be ungovernable, will be then succeed, but will be lack the capacity because of our own internal dynamic for manage the situation. Just because of our wickedness, I no go lie for now. I be then develop a very good plan what we call the transitional authority, where it be based on the declaration and vision of Seseko Ayoktabi, where it be talk about the issue of us going back to our customary law. I be then develop that into the transitional authority for empower our traditional council them and our traditional people them for take over administration, because I be know the danger for a vacuum. But this plan was also ignored even by the IG people. The only group that endorsed it was the Egg of Sea, which I give them credit. But what happened is that when I was trying to build this project with General Hassan, with Captain Small Pikin, our forces in Ndop, with the one in Babanki, with the one in Batibo, everywhere in Ambazonia, the only people that saw it as a threat was the man who worked with Ayabacho, which they call him the defense chief there, Benedict Kwa. He refused everything I suggested. Even when I brought it into Batibo in Mugamo area, John Baokoro, they all rejected it, even with Sikot Johnson. I told them the plan. We had made meetings with traditional rulers. We had bring peace between the soldiers to implement this plan so that our traditional rulers should take over. By having a permanent structure, we would make it impossible for La Republic to come back, or our people to even go back to La Republic. I had brought up projects to even start producing our own birth certificate, which was justified, a natural document to show when children were born, so that those documents can be used in the future when an administration that is legitimate come back in our territory. It was all rejected because it was my idea. It was Capo Daniel idea. The community school project was supposed to be integrated with this traditional system, but it was all not supported because it was somebody else's idea. And that is what have crippled us. We don't have the capacity to support each other because everybody wants to be on his own. When I call for our Anglophone conference, today you see all people where they be done high, they come out for column. All my want me be say, na iduam. You cannot go and support other people, but you expect people to come and support you. We cannot be so divided and we succeed. So the other issue, it will be at the cost of the occupation. We talk say if we make Cameroon, they spend more than they receive them. It will be a crucial part. And one of the biggest success we get them. Now when I be get the francophone they become for me said if we succeed for bring down Sonera, we help them for provide money, financial incentive, then where they be enough for burn down Sonera. It will bring down the Cameroon, the ability for make money and increase the cost. I be traveled twice for Nigeria for meet up our soldier them, for convince them for embrace the Haiti solution, where we been for destroy critical infrastructure for the economy, where it help the Cameroon their portfolio, not be the whole economy, but for CDC. I will work with General Ebube for Insabui, for fight me they need to export our wood them from Insabui, where they be using for make electric pole them for the whole Cameroon. We will do unsuccessfully against huge bribe, the way they be the bribe soldier, they be the do everything for, but I will make sure say me will hold our line Ebube, no ever touch money, and it be stop that exploitation. We also stop the one for inside with wind damage and some other groups, then will be stop the exploitation of the farm, the tea farm will be there for inside Bui as well. For inside Saroues, we work with the Godfather for burn down the robber, then for inside CDC, we cripple CDC for 2018. It was the biggest success we ever had. Everything was going well until Chris Ano accepted a deal to sell CDC to La Republique for their own money, which they share amongst themselves with Sako from what we know. Eric Tato also, we know for sure that was involved in those CDC compensation deals so that CDC can stand up. With those setbacks, there was no way we could succeed in the issue of the cause of the liberation movement. You will get the plan also for recognition, where Seseko will be bring them for make sure semi country they recognize the declaration for our independence, where we make them. It be get 6 countries then way it be talk say they could recognize them. Those countries them also because they don't kidnap Seseko. Those plans them it be completely not recognizable. We don't travel for mid country them for seek recognition. Every country they don't tell we say they no fit recognize Ambazonia, the least way they fit, the maximum way they fit do them, now for recognize our right of self-determination, be in conformity with the international law. So we need to understand, say the premises then will be to fight this war, it need to still exist, would not implode them, not be because the La Republic defeat we, but because of our internal dynamic. The war now, it don't be taken over, it don't be derailed first, be taken over by economic of war, the dogs of war, being managed. The Cameroon, their intelligence get a higher hand in this deal because they get more money than we, the Ambazonians. They get more firepower for ground than we, the Ambazonians. So they will continue to maintain the war. Cameroon, their interest, the people them for the Cameroon government where they chop for this war, their interest now for maintain the war. They sponsor the vast majority of activity them for ground zero. They approve, they instruct soldiers them on their conduct. When they talk for ADF, me they need to see call Ayabacho in name or the ADF in name, they run stop for column. When they talk, say me then change color for moto for punish our people them. Now the Ayabacho they can't stand talk on their behalf. So Nafise will go win how? Where the struggle then be taken over. Even Ambazonian themselves, they share, they supporting with the La Republic, they do them without even knowing because they don't have the competence or the capacity. They celebrate the attack for inside Boya. The egg of see me the way they work a share them. They know who carry the attack, they don't know. Their leader, Ayabacho, where they carry and post them, he know who carry the attack, he don't want a blood. So we must separate our people and deliver them from the hard place and the rock. This is our duty to our people, those who love them. See the amount of people that have been killed. Yes, ADF for the first day we have had, the first weekend is going through, that ADF have not killed somebody, but the number stand at 39 killed by ADF of Ayabacho. All those dead bodies. They even come out and say that the boy that was killed in Bafut, the nurse that was killed in Bafut was not killed by ADF. I don't even know whether these people are in ground zero or they are in contact in ground zero. They lie without even thinking. Even in the case of Gozang where 2 people were murdered, they had no pity for those 2 innocent notables who helped us to bring peace between the TTA and the ADF. They have no mercy, no love for the people they profess they are fighting to defend. They are the Pol Pot of Ambazonia, the Camerouge of the Cameroons. We must reject them. We must reject this hell. This is not to say that we approve what Cameroon is doing. No, but we must reject and refuse. Like Honorable Weber said, when injustice becomes law, the duty is to resist. And our people have done the right thing, and they will continue to do the right thing. Any Ambazonian general whose job is to take money from our people, and you are hiding and pretending that you are fighting for the people must organize themselves and take you out by every means possible. If you pick up gun, is to defend and protect our community. If you become a threat to that community, if you become a tick, a parasite to that community, or a cancer, we will not allow that community to decay and die because of you, not allow our identity to be ruined, the chances of our people to ever have independence to be completely a lost case scenario. But we encourage our people to defend themselves against the rock and the hard place. Capo Daniel, looking out for you, signing off.